As usual, I want to thank Shahesh and Yehudis for doing this, even though it's not the usual method this year. In every situation that Hashem puts us in, there's always a positive aspect. COVID-19 is not an exception to that. During this period, maybe out of sheer boredom, but I believe that there has been more shiurim, Torah lectures, produced and watched than ever before in the history of the Jewish people. It also gave me personally an opportunity to read books. My favorite subject matter is the Holocaust, but not just any Holocaust book. It has to have a message and leave the reader inspired and raise his awareness of Hashem and how Hashem was with the Jews in the Holocaust and performed literally millions of miracles. Unfortunately, all too many times, we hear the same question. Where was God when 6 million perished? That answer, only Hashem knows. And to try to come up with your own answer may lead you to one of two outcomes. One, denying the Holocaust. Two, denying God. Apu, Zaidi, Dejobachi never posed that question. I never can stop being amazed how a person who lost everything in his life, his entire immediate family, with the exception of one dear brother, Ephraim, lovingly known to us as Fritzi, came to this country penniless with 2 small children and a pregnant wife. And within 3 years, there were 5 children, but never lost his emunah in Hashem. We're not talking about a person who was raised in a fanatical Jewish household. His father, Yitzchak Isaac, was a Poshet Yid, and our father was a Poshet Yid. But the Poshet Yid of days of old, or the real Yidden. Apu worked extremely hard, yet had the koyach to get up at 5:30 every morning and go down to the Strizhever Shul where we lived on top and attend the Gemara Shir from Menachem Adler, the son-in-law of the Strizhever Rav. I know, because he woke me up as well. I was only 11, but I can still remember the joy I had learning then with Apu. I think that is where I developed a taste for Torah. On a side note, I'm glad I didn't develop a taste for cigarettes, because the smoking that was going on there at the wee hours in the morning would have penetrated any K95 mask with screens. Nevertheless, it was an amazing experience for me. I remember that practically the first Gemara I learned was that we learned out from Avram Avinu the inyan of Zerizin Magdimim Lemitzvahs. We should do mitzvahs with alacrity. That epitomized Apu. He didn't just do a mitzvah to get it over and done with. He did it with eagerness and wasn't looking for shortcuts, both in performance and expense. Yes, he was a Poshet Yid, but to him, observing the Torah was Poshet. I remember when I got my first aliyah at my bar mitzvah, and I'm going back now more than 10 years. I wanted to be cool, even though at that time there probably wasn't that expression yet. So I put on a gartel. My father came up behind me and pulled down the gartel from me and whispered in my ear, "Die darfst nicht kein gartel, sollst nur sein a pusheter frimme Yid." That stuck with me for life, to be a frum Poshet Yid. The Gemara says in Brachas that Rav Lakish learns out from the pasuk in this week's parsha, Zos HaTorah Odom Ki Yom Be'oel. We all know this. That Ein HaTorah Miskayim El Mi Shemei Misatzmai. We have to kill ourselves for the Torah. So just this morning, I saw a Sfas Emes, which asks a simple question. Doesn't it say V'chai Behem? And we say V'chai Behem, V'loi Sheyomis Behem. We have to live with the Torah and not to die, of course, with the exception of the three cardinal sins. So how does this coincide? So Sfas Emes answers brilliantly. He says that one applies to us and one applies to Hashem. Our job is to approach the observance of mitzvahs with the attitude that we are ready to die for the Torah. We are ready to give it our all. And Hashem will reward us with v'chai behem, that we will be given a good life with all its rewards. Apu was always ready to give Hashem and his family his all at any cost. And in Tatzchus, we should all merit to the bracha of v'chai behem. We should all be well and happy and celebrate Simchas in person, the Korav. Amen. Thank you for listening.
Anybody see it?
Yes.
Okay, I can make the same now.
I'm bringing this outside, and the scene will be made now.
Maybe I should make it from here. Outside. How's it gonna
Well, actually, it might be better for the Zoom. Maybe open the window right over here and say from here.
I have the microphone.
Okay.
You have enough battery, or is it gonna die?
60%. If it takes that long, it's not our biggest issue.
Oh, Lindsay Thomas speaking. Hi, Lindsay.
Hello.
You want to say hi to Uncle Lindsay?
He's in a rush to go to. He's in a rush to go to.
Mentak,
Is Esther there?